Testing for sound. 1, 2, 3. Welcome everybody to this Super Sunday where your Daytona Swamp Rabbits are taking the ice for the last time this season. We are very excited to have you here joining us here at the Clearwater Ice Arena where your Daytona Swamp Rabbits are getting ready to take on the Clearwater Ice Storm. Now, this Clearwater Ice Storm team is the #1 team in the state right now. That doesn't mean that we're going to let them win this game easily. We're going to go out fighting. Just under 2:30 left to go here on our warm-up time, so let's go ahead and go down our roster. For the last time this season, your roster for your Daytona Swamp Rabbits. Number 4, Jaden Jitsunen. Number 7, Michael Bowerman. Number 8, Sebastian Schaefer. Number 13, Ethan Resendez. Number 14, Eric Rose Jr. Number 19, Captain Alex Kozak. Number 23, Aiden Kirschbaum. Number 24, Chase Poole. Number 27, Larry Lauer. Number 33, Josh Reagan. Number 77, Easton Grimes. Number 83, Brendan McMullen. Goaltenders today, number 31, Angelo McGovern. Number 35, Carson Miller. The Swamp Rabbits are ready to take on the Clearwater Ice Storm here now in this game 2 of this Swamp Rabbit Sunday. We are excited to have you here joining us live on the KPHN for one last time this season, as we will not be going to the tournament next weekend in Minnesota. We thank you all for joining us over this past season. We appreciate your support of your favorite Swamp Rabbit players. We also thank you for helping out with our fundraising and the lottery ticket sales and all the other fun events that these Swamp Rabbits have done, not just in our 18U organization, but the organization as a whole, spanning from 10U all the way up to 18. These players really have fought hard all season long. They have come together as a team and played through those tough times, never giving up. And that is what makes this team so unique. They have played through injury. They have played through heartache. They've come up with a championship win in the tournaments, one of the tournaments that they've played in. So it's definitely some great highlights for this team for the season to take home with them. Some players will be coming back next season as Swamp Rabbits. Others are sadly aging out now, including our number 23, Aiden Kirschbaum, and number 19, Alex Kozak. Rabbits on 3. 1, 2, 3 Rabbits. Let's get going as we move here to center ice to start off game number 2 and the last game of the season. Players not in attendance today. Number 74, Seth Canada, still recovering from that injury that he sustained at the beginning of the season. Number 11, Sam Hemme. Number 12, Luke Cusmano. Number 21, Luke Williamson. Number 26, Andrew Fogler. And number 29, Kyler Brodus. Let's head to center ice here for the face-off as your Rabbits take the ice. Number 19, Alex Kozak in at center to take that face-off draw. Being flanked on either side by number 4, Jaden Ditsunen. And number 14, Eric Rose Jr. On the back end, number 33, Josh Reagan, and number 24, Chase Poole. Let's go, Rabbits. On the face-off, Kozak wins that draw, pushing it back into the Clearwater zone. In between the pipes today for the Rabbits is going to be number 31, Angelo McGovern. Rabbits able to get that puck cleared up and into center ice as Ditsunen playing it up against the boards, chasing after it in the corner. centers it up with a shot and a score by Jaden Ditsunen right off the bat to start off this game. Great job by Jaden Ditsunen. Not a bad way to start off this game. Coming in at center ice for the face-off here, it is going to be number 83, Brendan McMullen. I'm sorry, number 13, Ethan Resendez, flanked by number 83, Brendan McMullen, and number 27, Larry Lauer. On the back end, number 77, Easton Grimes, and number 7, Michael Browerman on the backside for the defense. Rabbits trying to get it up and out of their zone as Clearwater has it pinned up against the boards in the corner. Set up in front of McGovern. It gets cleared over to the side. And McMullen up against the boards, fighting to get it over that blue line. Clearwater keeping it in. Clearwater from the bottom circle in the Rabbit zone, sending it towards McGovern. Picked up by Lauer. Lauer trying to play it up against the boards. Gets kicked around by the Storm and sent back around the backside of McGovern once more. Again, over into the corner, up against the post. It is stuck right in front of McGovern. Cleared out of the way by the Rabbits. And back to center ice as it comes down into the Storm zone. Storm with it around the backside of their net. It's kept in by Schaefer. Schaefer lobbing it in back to the near side corner. McMullen trying to go after it. It gets cleared up against the boards. Over to this side, it is the Storm making a drive in by McGovern, or close to McGovern, but McMullen clears it. Storm again with it at center ice. Picked up by Kozak at the red line. Kozak trying to go after it once more. Storm get it. Poole trying to go after it along the side. Puck comes around in front of the behind the backside of McGovern as the Storm looking to get something set up. A one-time shot deflected off the stick of Poole as the Storm get that rebound, but it's going to be Kirschbaum with it. Kirschbaum skating down the ice into the zone of the Storm. Right here at center. Quick pass to the top side of the ice as Reagan chases it down. Reagan gets to it around the backside of McGovern. Storm comes up with it from the circle. Missed pass. Clears all the way back into Storm territory. Storm with it. Storm kicking it into high gear. High speed coming in fast and furious into the Rabbit zone, and a save by number 31, Angelo McGovern, with 11:33 left to go here in this first period. Faceoff is coming to the glove side of McGovern. Rabbits in at center. It's Resendez on the draw. Quick one-time shot gets blocked in traffic as Ditsunen, who just scored the first goal of the game, picks it up here along the side. Storm get it once more, but the Rabbits are relentless as Resendez takes it in to the Storm zone. Picked up at the blue line by Reagan. Reagan fires through traffic with a bouncing puck. Deflects to the side. Reagan picks it off from Resendez, just wide. Puck is stuck up against the boards. Coming over here to the side. Storm with it. A little bit of slashing going on there on Ditsunen. But here come the Storm in once more. Storm with a shot and a goal. 10:44 left to go here in this first period, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Back at center ice for the Rabbits with Kozak taking the draw. McMullen down below. Up top, it is Lauer. On the back end, it is Grimes and Browerman. McMullen with it at the top of the board, sending it around the backside of ice. Storm goaltender. Kozak fighting for it there in the corner. McMullen comes up with it around the backside of the net. Gets it centered up in front. Not able to get that pass as the Storm come through again into the Rabbit zone. Grimes trying to kick that puck out of the way. Lauer getting his stick in there as well. Great job by Browerman with that takeaway on the puck around the backside of McGovern. Storm again looking to set it up. Rabbits try and get it cleared. Storm pass it over from the blue line to the bottom circle. They get spun around as McMullen clears it from the zone. Storm in possession, but they got to get everybody back on sides. Lauer shoveling it in deep into the Storm zone with 9:50 left to go in the first period. Storm again through center ice. Looking to get around Poole and Browerman. Covered by McGovern. Face-off coming to the stick side of McGovern. Reagan gets tripped up there. Another great blocker save by McGovern on that. As the Storm have it around the back side of the net. Storm send it to the blue line. Send it to the bottom of the ice from the circle. Shot. Shot is deflected high and out of play by McGovern. Face-off coming to the glove side of McGovern now. As Resendez wins that face-off, getting it over to Reagan. Reagan sending it deep into the Storm zone. It's going to be icing on the Rapids with 9:14 left to go here in this first period. We're coming all the way back. Face-off is going to be on the stick side of McGovern. Resendez in again on that face-off, picked up by Schaefer. Schaefer able to pop that puck back to center ice and into the Storm zone. Storm coming after it, but it's going to be Kirschbaum taking a hit up against the boards as he put the pressure on for it. Storm going fast and furious, and it's cleared by Browerman. Great job by number 7 on that one. As it's picked up by the Storm in their own zone, sending it around the boards once more. As they come through, looking to get around Browerman once more. Deflected out of the way as the Rabbits get it cleared back out to center ice once more. Through the slot, takes a shot, and a goal. $8:28 left to go here in this first period. Coming back to center ice for the face-off. Kozak in at center for the face-off. Jitsunen and Rose on either side. Reagan and Poole on the back end. Rabbits trying to get in. Great reach in there by Rose to stay on sides there. As the puck comes up to that blue line, kept into play by Reagan from the blue line. Storm send it back up against the boards. They don't get a favorable bounce, but they get around. Try to get through Poole. Shot deflected again, up high and into the air. Rabbits trying to clear it in that corner. Reagan with it. Rose trying to get his stick on it. As Storm have it pinned up against the boards. Reagan again with it. Off the boards, trying to get it cleared, but the Storm get that rebound. Storm with a one-time shot. It's wide. And it is going to be Reagan trying to hold on to possession of that puck as he comes into the zone. Takes the shot, deflected, up and out of play with 7:34 left to go in the first period. Coming in at center for the faceoff, it is Resendez, flanked by McMullen and Lauer. Browerman and Grimes on the backside. Lauer getting in on that. They're playing aggressive, and that's what we'd like to see here. As the Storm make their way through, try to get a shot off, and it's deflected up and out of play with 7:13 left to go in this first period. No change in the line for the Rabbits. It's Resendez tries on that face-off. It's won by the Ice Storm. Again, shot towards McGovern and a save by McGovern. Off the face-off, it is Reagan with it. Reagan trying to get it up to Lauer. Resendez going after it in the corner. I'm sorry, not Reagan, Grimes. Puck around the backside of the net, cleared all the way down the way by McMullen. No icing as it's stopped by the goaltender. Goaltender holds for his team. Rabbits coming in. Here comes Resendez. Resendez and Kirschbaum both trying to read that puck as Browerman trying to get to it. A bounce and a save by McGovern as one of the Storm players goes right into the net. Whoop. Face-off is going to be coming where? Where are we calling the face-off? We're calling the face-off at the top of the blue line, just outside of the Rabbit zone. It is going to be Kozak taking the draw with Kirschbaum and Schaefer on either side. Poole and Reagan on the back end. Poole with it, playing it up the boards to Kirschbaum. Shot wide of McGovern, but by the Storm. Schaefer trying to get to it first. Picked up by Reagan. Reagan with it, tapping it up, trying to get it into Kozak. Poole pushing him out into the corner. They center it up, shot wide. Again, from the blue line, it's picked up by Reagan. Reagan tried to get it cleared. He does. He gets it up to Schaefer. Schaefer over the way to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum picking it up off the boards, but it's grabbed by the Storm. Storm now trying to get through Poole. Great job by Poole and Reagan both getting that puck and stopping that momentum. Puck comes out into center ice. And here comes Kozak. Kozak with it, going left and right. Trying to get a shot off there. Little pushy shovey coming on as Kirschbaum coming in around the back end with that puck. Grimes trying to backhand that pass over, but it's picked up by the Storm once more at center ice and moved back into the Rabbit zone as they get a shot off and another goal. .518 left to go here in this first period. In for the faceoff, it is Resendez with Ditsunen and Rose. On the back end, Browerman and Grimes. Browerman with it. Trying to get it out of the Rabbit zone. He gets it up the way to Rose. Rose tries to slide it up to Ditsunen, picked up by the Storm. Ditsunen grabs it back though. Try to lob that puck over, grabbed by Grimes. Grimes plays it up the boards, tries to get it back over to the side to Rose, but it's picked off once more by the Kings, by the Ice Storm. Ice Storm from the circle, takes a shot, it's wide. Grimes, try to get that puck cleared, he does, as it comes back into the Storm zone. Storm get it off of the bank, off of the boards. Poole going to the box for a tripping call now. All right, so Rabbits going on a penalty kill for the next minute 30. Face-off is going to be coming to the glove side of McGovern. It is going to be Reagan and Browerman in on the back end on defense, with Resendez and Ditsunen out on the ice. Storm have it in their zone. Passing it through to center. And now back into the Rabbits' territory. They send it to the behind the backside of McGovern to the bottom corner of the ice. Browerman getting in on it. Browerman able to get it cleared up and deep into Storm zone. Storm get it once more. Ditsunen giving a little pressure. Staying with them. As the Storm come through once more. Shot deflected off the glass around the backside of McGovern. Storm again from the top circle. They set it up through the slot. Shot! Great save by McGovern on that one. But off of a third rebound, they put it in on a power play goal. 3:32 left to go here in this first period. Back at center for the faceoff, it is going to be Kozak taking the draw with McMullen down below. Up top is Lauer, Poole, and Reagan on the backside. Storm again coming through once more. Poole stopping them there along the boards. They get the rebound on it. Great save by McGovern. As the puck comes back here through center, McMullen pushing them through along the way. Rabbits with it. Looking to get it set up in the slot. They get pummeled along the backside. As the Storm make their way through traffic once more. Again, shot. Not able to get it off. As it was a great job by Reagan and Poole there. Puck bounced back to the top of the blue line. Shot through traffic, deflected. Rabbits trying to get it up and out. Here comes Kozak. Kozak past the red line. Turnover and picked up by the Storm once more. Storm coming in. Browerman now with the tap to get that puck out of there. And it's Lauer that's able to move that puck out and able to get fresh legs on the ice here for the Rabbits with 2:22 left to go in the period. Storm coming through once more, making their drive. Shot off the stick of McGovern. Puck gets deflected over here to the side once more. Kirschbaum with it in the corner. Storm through traffic, saved by McGovern. Nice job. Puck comes all the way down deep into the Storm zone as Schaefer and Kirschbaum come after it. Resendez tried to get a stick on it. Zigzagging across that ice through center. The Storm make it back into the Rabbit zone once more, dumping that puck to the bottom of the ice. They go around the circle to the center, deflected off the stick of Browerman. Again in front of McGovern, saved by McGovern. Puck is deflected out of the way. From the blue line, wide shot by the Storm. Storm again. Again through traffic, saved off of the shoulder of McGovern. Puck is loose. Rabbits able to get it cleared out from in front of the net. But Storm keeping it in as we hit the 1 minute mark. Shot saved by McGovern. Minute 4 left to go here in this first period as the faceoff is going to be coming to McGovern's glove side. Off the faceoff. Kozak gets it back the way to Poole. Poole with it, playing it up against the boards in the corner. Storm in on it, gets it up to Ditsunen. Ditsunen able to draw that puck up. Shot by the Storm. Poole sending it all along the boards, trying to get it up to Rose. Rose not able to get a whole lot of power behind it. Puck is loose in front of McGovern. Rabbits clear. Reagan now with it. Gets it past that blue line through center. Puck is flying all the way around. Good spin move by Reagan, but it's grabbed by the Storm once more. But it's taken away by Ditsunen. Ditsunen with an opportunity here along the side, centering it up. Again from the side, Poole sending it along the boards around the backside, getting it to Rose in the corner. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Storm with it, again in the corner in their own zone. Ditsunen trying to get that puck up. It comes up to Kozak. 3, 2, and 1, and that is going to be it for this first period. Thank you for joining us here live on the KPHN as we get ready to go into period number 2 here at the Clearwater Ice Arena here in Clearwater, Florida. Your Daytona Swamp Rabbits taking on the Clearwater Ice Storm right now in their final game of this 2025-2026 season. It's been a fun season so far. It's been a fun season. It's been a hard season. You can definitely tell right here, we have 6 people on our bench. We have 6 players on our bench. They have an additional 13 on their bench outside of what's on the ice at this time. So definitely a challenge when we play. A lot of these teams we've been going up against have had these larger benches, which means our teams have had to work a lot harder. We are very proud of this team. The development, the growth. We can talk about number 35, Carson Miller, goaltender, first time playing goaltender in a travel setting in his hockey career. So, we want to give kudos to him for how hard he has worked. That's him over there on the bench right now, talking with Coach Vic Kirschbaum, assistant coach Vic Kirschbaum on that. So we want to give him kudos on that. And down here on the side, number 31, Angelo McGovern between the pipes. This kid works so hard day in and day out, managing schoolwork, trying to graduate, and hockey all at once. So great, some good highlights from this team and over the year. So we just want to say how proud we are of these young men on the ice today. Let's get started as Rose wins that face-off as it comes over to this side to Reagan. Grimes trying to keep it in. Browerman now with the puck. Browerman playing it up against the boards. It's turned around on McGovern. It's wide. Grimes picking it up again. Gets it along the side, trying to get it back over to Kozak. Puck into the corner in the Rabbit zone. Kozak once more trying to get that puck out of there. Storm with it. They center it up. Through the slot. Save by McGovern. Another save by McGovern. Here comes Lauer. Lauer now moving it through the zone. Thank you. We get a tripping call now on the Storm as Lauer took a fall. And by taking a fall, I mean he took a stick to the skates and ended up falling face first. So Rabbits going on a power play here now for the next minute 30 with 13-16 left to go in this second period. In on this power play, Ditsunen taking the face-off, Resendez to the right, McMullen to the left, Reagan and Poole on the back end on defense. Ditsunen chases that puck through on that face-off. Poole keeping it in at the blue line. Puck is lost. And it went up into the leg padding of number 13, Ethan Resendez. All right. Officials talking about something at the moment. I think they're talking about where this face-off should be, and they have decided it shall be on the blue line, right outside of the Storm zone. Ditsunen again gets that puck over to Resendez. Resendez with the puck taps it back to Poole. Poole fires, gets deflected. Poole going after it once more, turning it around, trying to get it to Reagan. Gets picked off on the backside of McGovern. Storm have it. 1 minute to go in the power play for the Rabbits. Storm in possession of that puck. Poole with it, trying to get it cleared. Again, it gets cleared over to the near side. Reagan with it. Reagan passes it up to Resendez. Resendez skating through center. Gets it past the red line and through the blue. Shot wide. Puck comes all the way deep into the Rabbit zone. It's picked up by the Storm up in that top corner of the ice. Storm settling it down at center with 20 seconds left to go in the power play for the Rabbits. Rabbits looking to get possession of that puck back, but the Storm get it. In the Rabbit zone, they go around. 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Shot from center, deflected off of the skate in traffic. Poole shoveling it around to the corner, back over to Ditsunen. Ditsunen with it, and that is going to be it for the power play for the Rabbits, as McMullen fighting for it in the corner. Shot by Schaefer, save. Again, Ditsunen sending it in. Saucered out and stopped at the red line by Reagan. Reagan dumping it in deep, deflecting off of the pad of the Storm player. Storm looking to move it out of their zone. They do, through center. Rose putting the pressure on in the corner as Grimes giving them some hand. Wraparound shot missed as it's banked off of the boards by Browerman over to Kirschbaum. Rabbits not able to clear. One-time shot missed. It gets cycled around the boards once more out here to center ice. Storm pick it up once more with 10:50 left to go in the second period. Rose once more with the puck. Trying to tap it through, but it's grabbed by the Storm. Storm with it. Drop pass back. Grimes, nice job on Grimes there. Getting that puck moved. Saved by McGovern. Puck is loose. Nice job by McGovern on that one. That sounded a lot worse than what it actually was. I think it was all the metal pieces. The puck actually got stuck in the snow right by the spikes of the at the edge of the post. Icing now for the Rabbits with 10:03 left to go in this second period. We're coming all the way back. Kozak taking the face-off. Storm with it from the blue line. They send it back to the circle, wrapping it around the back of the boards on the backside of McGovern. Lauer going for it at the top of the boards now. Storm have it with a shot from the blue line. They turn around to center. It's a wide shot. Again, Storm cycling it around the boards, around the backside of McGovern to the near side corner. Poole looking to get to it on the corner. He's got it. Pops out. As Kozak's trying to get that stick in there. Everybody's moving, but the puck is staying. Storm with it. Shot. Score. .9:20 left to go here in this second period. At center for the faceoff, Rose pushing it through as it comes along to the side. It gets kicked off of the helmet of Grimes on that one. Storm with it, making another drive into the zone. Shot. Rebound denied by McGovern. Rabbits holding that blue line. Missed shot by the Storm as McMullen holding them tight up against the boards there. Rose is going to come up with it. Rose with it. Gets it into the Storm zone. Holding it up. Gets tapped away. Puck comes around to the near side corner now. Storm with it. They skate through center, past the red line, back in the Rabbit zone once more. Shot denied by Browerman. Grimes getting his stick in there as well, as a missed pass is picked up by the Rabbits. Browerman with it. Browerman up the way to Resendez. Resendez chasing it down deep into the Storm zone around the backside of the net. Resendez with it. McMullen with it. Gets it over to the corner to Resendez. Resendez tried to get that puck. Browerman tried to get that puck out of the way. Storm with it. Through traffic. Shot. And it was a goal. Back at center, it is Ditsunen for the faceoff, with Schaefer to the right, Kirschbaum to the left. Puck comes to the side of McGovern. They center it up once more. Schaefer with it, tapping it to Ditsunen. Ditsunen making a drive once more. Ditsunen from the circle, gets tripped up. No call. From the blue line, Poole fires. Gets deflected once more, sending it along the boards to Kirschbaum. Schaefer getting it around the backside of the net. Schaefer trying to get to it. Reagan trying to get it stopped. Poole poking it to the side. Shot saved by McGovern. Again, through traffic, deflected off of the skate of Rose. And a deflected puck goes into the back of the net. Rose is going to be taking the face-off on this one with Kozak on the right. Up top, it's Lauer. On the back end, Browerman and Grimes. Storm with it. Grimes gets it around the backside of the net. Grimes up to Kozak. Kozak centering that pass back, that puck back over again. Tapped out to center by Rose. Rabbits with it once more. Lobbing it back to center ice. Storm with it. Kozak forcing him back into his own zone as the puck comes all the way over here to the side, grabbed by Browerman. Browerman lobbing it up high and into the Storm territory. Storm quick to send it back out to center and now into the Rabbit zone from the circle. They've got it around here in the corner. It pops out of the blue line. Kozak with an opportunity. He goes in, looks to go through the legs, tried to get a shot off and denied. We lost. Gonna have Kozak go into the box for a hooking. All right, so Rabbit's going on a penalty kill here now. My apologies, I forgot to record a goal on that. On the ice for the Rabbits right now, Browerman, Grimes, Ditsunen, and Resendez. Storm with it. Picked up by Ditsunen. Ditsunen passing it up to Resendez. Resendez kicking it into gear. Resendez trying to send it back over to Ditsunen. And here comes the Storm once more. Storm gets past Grimes, gets past delayed penalty coming up here now against the Rabbits again. Goaltender pulled because, why not? So 6-on-4 right now. As Resendez going to the box. Nope, not Resendez. Who's going to the box? Browerman going to the box for slashing. So 27 seconds left on the clock on the penalty for Kozak, and a fresh minute 30 on the clock. So it's going to be Poole, McMullen, and Grimes out there now. Shot wide of McGovern. Grabbed by Grimes. Reagan clears it. McMullen going after it. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty for Kozak. Look for Kozak to come directly onto the ice to give his team a hand. Pass up to the circle. Kozak's not coming on. Lauer is coming on. Puck deflected up off the glass. Great job by Reagan. Reagan throwing it. It gets stopped by the goaltender. Storm again, dropping that puck back. Shot wide of McGovern. Puck comes out to center as Ditsunen going after it. Storm swoop in, taking it away first. Poole clearing it once more with 20 seconds left to go here in the penalty on Browerman. Reagan and Poole out there. Great job by these Rabbits right now on get it, Jaden. On a great kill. That was a fantastic penalty kill as Resendez goes in, shoots, save. Rabbits just killed a fantastic penalty, 2 minutes long on that penalty, a little over 2.5 minutes on that penalty, of which 30 seconds of those were going to be 3-on-5. So good job by the Rabbits on killing that. Rose in for the faceoff. Kozak to his right, Resendez to his left. Browerman and Grimes on the back end. Here comes the Storm once more. 3 minutes, 10 seconds and counting left to go in this second period. From the circle, shot deflected wide. Once more, Storm sending it around the backside of McGovern. Puck cleared out of the way by Grimes. Storm keeping it in at the blue line. Again, here comes Rose, banking it up against the glass, getting it over to Kozak. Shot, score. .225 left to go here in this second period. In for the faceoff, it is going to be Ditsunen with Schaefer and Kirschbaum on the left and the right. Poole and Reagan on the back end. Here come the Storm with the puck in their own zone. Tapping it through center, looking to get around Reagan. Great job by Reagan. Nice job by Ditsunen as well. Poole pushing him up against the boards along the corner. Puck is loose in front of the net. Reagan able to get it cleared. Storm still in possession, but the Rabbits doing everything they can to get that puck out of their zone. Reagan does just that, getting it up to Schaefer. Schaefer sending it towards the net. Goaltender stops and covers. With 1:52 left to go in this second period. Ditsunen in again for the face-off on the back end. Reagan and Poole still. Ditsunen on that face-off. Gets it over to the side to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum back to Ditsunen. Ditsunen from the circle. Shot deflected. Ditsunen on the rebound once more. Getting it to Kirschbaum. But the Storm come up with it around the backside of the net. Schaefer losing his footing there. Storm get into the zone. Oh, that was really, really close there on that one. Puck staying in play on that blue line as Poole able to try and get that puck kicked out of there. He does. Poole with the puck, passing it up to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get to it. Storm picking it off. Storm with it. Poole swiping his stick in there. From the slot, shot saved by McGovern. 1:06 left to go here in this second period. Face-off is coming to the stick side of McGovern. Rose taking the draw. Storm win it. Puck flies up into the air. Shot through the slot and a score. With 58 seconds left to go here in this period. Back at center ice, it is Rose again for the faceoff. Resendez sending it in deep around the backside of Storm goaltender. Rose trying to get to it. Browerman stepping up, sending it towards the net. It's wide. Or, I'm sorry, it's not wide. It was deflected by the Tendy. But coming loose once more up to that blue line. Resendez with it. Resendez getting covered up in the Storm, but from the slot, Browerman takes it to the circle. Loses that puck as the Storm pick it up. Storm kicking it into high gear as they take it around the backside of McGovern, pushed out by Browerman. McMullen tried to get that puck out. Grimes right here up against the boards, moving that puck into the Storm territory, passing it up the way to McMullen. McMullen tried to send it over. Looks like the net's off the post, but that is going to be it for this second period. Thank you so much for joining us here live on the KPHN for our last game of the season. We want to thank all of you who have shown your undying support for our Swamp Rabbit team this season. We know it has been a long season. It has been a season full of ups and downs, and we've had a lot of fun watching this team grow and bond together. So with that, we want to give a special thank you to all those parents out there who have volunteered their time, their gas money, their warmth to be spending the time here at the rink. And for those who are going to be moving on, we want to wish them all good luck in their next chapter of life. So always remember, sorry, I just had a yawn. Always remember, once a swamp rabbit, always a swamp rabbit. As we come back here to center ice, we are officially going on a 14-minute rolling clock. Lauer going to be taking the face off now with Kozak to the left and Resendez to the right and Poole and Reagan on the back end. In between the pipes, down in the rabbits, and it is number 31, Angelo McGovern. So nice job, McGovern, down there. Thank you for a great season. Thank you for all the hard work you put in for this team. Shot saved by McGovern. Oh, I got to get my iPad again. So face-off is coming to the stick side of McGovern over there. Storm again with it. From the circle, Rabbits trying to get it cleared. They do. Resendez with it, guiding it through the zone, getting it to the circle, shot wide. It's going to come all the way up and out of play. Storm in the Rabbit zone once more, deflecting off of the skate of Lauer, it looked like on that, as the puck comes all the way back into the Storm zone. Storm again with it right here in front. They get it around Grimes. Lauer picking it up, turning it around in the corner. Goes around the backside of McGovern. Shot wide of McGovern. Puck comes out into center. Storm with it once again. Passing it through center ice. From the side, saved by McGovern. I don't think he saw that one as it was spinning. Looks like he's having a little bit of helmet trouble over there. Officials taking a look at it. Face-off coming to the glove side of McGovern now. As McMullen takes that face-off draw. Getting it around Ditson, and it's picked up by McMullen. McMullen tried to pass it out to center, but it's picked up by the Storm. Storm have it in the Rabbit zone, sending it to the near side corner. It deflects back to the circle, and then narrow shot in front of the net. Deflected off of the stick of Rose as the puck comes out once more. Off the glass around the backside of McGovern once again. Rabbits clearing it as we got a bouncing puck at the center line. Storm sending it back into their own zone to get set up. Browerman and Poole out on the ice. Picked up by Rose. Rose turning it around. Grabbed by the Storm. Rose again with it. Picked up by Browerman. Browerman fires. Gets deflected. And a breakaway opportunity. Poole rushing in there to get to it. Stopped by Poole. Nice job by McGovern. Well done, Rabbits, on that. Puck coming here again. Out to center, Lauer scrumming for it. Schaefer with it, sending it through. Gets deflected once again. Kirschbaum trying to stop it. Stopped by Poole at the blue line. He sends it back in deep. Storm got to grab it first. Storm with it. Shot saved by McGovern. 9:50 and counting left to go in this game. Face-off coming to the stick side of McGovern over there. From the line, it's high over the head of McGovern. Into the blue line by the Storm. Tapped out by Schaefer. Storm with it. Sending it back to center ice. Picked up by Lauer. Lauer at the top of the boards in the Storm zone, but Storm take it away once more. Storm with it, coming through center into the Rabbit zone. Looking to push around McGovern. Saved by McGovern. Want to give a special shout out right now to these two gentlemen right there in the bench. That is head coach Eric Perrin and assistant coach Vic Kirschbaum. Not pictured is assistant coach Lee Wood. We want to thank these three men for being part of the journey that we have taken this season with this team. They worked very hard with these players and with their development and mental health and just overall discipline for this team. So we want to thank them for everything that they have done. I mean, it's volunteer for them. I mean, seriously, let's be honest. They don't do this. They do this because they love the sport. They do this because they love the team and they love youth hockey. So thank you to all of them for that. Storm coming through once more into the Rabbit zone. Getting around Resendez. Shot deflected in traffic as it comes to the side again. Pinball of a move there and a great job by McGovern in front of the net with that puck bouncing off of everything at this point. Offsides on the Storm with 7:45 and counting left to go in this game. Sitting in the penalty box today is Miss Christina Kirschbaum. Thank you, Christina, for organizing a lot of the parents volunteers as to who's going to be sitting in the boxes and everything like that. So thank you for that. And for all the parents who have volunteered over the course of this season to help out with certain things like, again, sitting in that penalty box, bringing snacks for the team in between games, and just overall treating our team amazingly. Shot save by Storm goaltender. That was a great shot by number 14, Eric Rose Jr. McMullen taking the face off now. McMullen wins it, gets over to Reagan. Reagan taps it to Poole. Poole tried to fire. It gets deflected. Coming off again once more. Poole kicking it into gear as they take a shot. Save. Cleared by Reagan. Great job by Reagan and Poole there in front of the net to get that puck out from in front of McGovern. McGovern did a fantastic job there too. Pass from Rose, getting it to Ditsunen. Ditsunen sending it. Puck gets deflected. How long can he carry that puck? He carried it halfway through the center ice. Whatever. It is what it is. See, I got to get some yelling in at some point in time, but that's okay. Shots. Deflected over to the side. Grabbed by the Rabbits there in the corner. As we're going to have a penalty coming up here now against the Storm, I believe, with 6 minutes and counting left to go in this game. Nope, it is going against Bowerman. So Rabbits going on a penalty kill again. Face off coming to the glove side of McGovern. From the slot, shot saved by McGovern, cleared by Grimes. Coming out to center ice, it is Ditsunen trying to get it through. Pretty sure that was a hooking there as Poole chasing that puck down. It's going to be icing on the Storm with 5 minutes and counting left to go. Possibly our last icing of the season, so say it with me. You know you want to. We're going to go all the way back. Face off coming to the stick side of Storm goaltender. Off the boards, it deflects up and out of play. A little bit of side eye from my 24 right there. Not gonna lie, he'll give me a side eye. Yeah. All right, Lauer in for the face-off. Or can we play, please? Here we go. Storm win that face-off, sending it quickly through center ice. It's picked up and out to the Rabbit zone. Grimes trying to kick that puck out of there. Does. It clears out to center. Rabbits kill another penalty. Shot saved by McGovern. It deflects over to the side once more. Out to center, picked up by Rose. Rose trying to take it through the skates. Rabbits trying to keep it. They get it in. It clears once more by the Storm. Tree left to go in the turd as that puck is rolling in front of McGovern. McGovern rolling it back over to the side and a save. Out on the ice right now for the Rabbits as the faceoff is going to be coming to the glove side of McGovern. It is Kozak in. Nope. It is McMullen in. McMullen, Kirschbaum, Frowerman, Schaefer, and Reagan. Kirschbaum trying to go after it in the corner with 2:50 left to go in this game. Browerman with it, kicking it around the backside of the net. Playing it up the glass. Storm keeping it in. Rabbits kicking it out. Schaefer looking to try and turn it around. Storm beat him to that pirouette there at center and take it back into the Rabbit zone. Schaefer with it now along the boards. Trying to tap it out. Grabbed by McMullen. McMullen on the knees of the backhanded pass. Over the shoulder backhanded pass, I might add. Storm coming through once again, rolling in and taking it around the backside of McGovern once more. Dropping that pass off along the side as he tried to Michigan it and ended up more Ohioing it by making it go too high. There we go. Rabbits taking it. Here comes Browerman. Browerman getting his stick in. It's going to be Schaefer trying to get back on side. Storm with it. Storm passing it through. 1:50 left to go. Shot and a score. A 1:45 left to go in this game. As we have A captain Alex Kozak taking the face off. Or C captain Alex Kozak taking the face off. A captain Eric Rose Jr. up top. Down below, number 4, Jaden Ditsunen. On the back end, number 24, Chase Poole. And number 33, Josh Reagan. 77, Easton Grimes. Poole with it, making his way through. Dumped in by Ditsunen. And a save by McGovern. .40 seconds and counting left to go in this game. Puck deflected in traffic. Storm with it, passing it to the top of the ice. 16 seconds left to go. Rabbits looking to get it cleared. It clears out with 10 seconds left. And that is it. Thank you for joining us here for this season of the KPHN. I truly appreciate everyone's support of this team this season. I thank you for letting me be part of this. As we say thank you to all of you for being part of this Swamp Rabbit season. Thanks for joining us here on the KPHN. I hope you enjoyed this season despite the outcome. And as always, let's go Rabbits.